Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Tyler Talks Travel Trailers. Man, am I feeling so much better. If you didn't see my last video, I had some sort of like food poisoning or something the last 3 to 4 days. Definitely ate something that was not good at the sushi restaurant. I go to sushi like once a week, and I think it hit back and I was not feeling good. But I slept in till 12 today, which is kind of crazy. It's my day off, so I slept in and I heard we got in a 2025 Catalina 283 RKS. This thing is amazing. So I had to fly down here because I want to show you guys it. I think if you're looking for a couples coach and you might have the occasional guest or someone may come and stay with you once in a while, this is perfect because you have a couch that converts to a bed as well as a dinette that converts into a bed. So obviously that couch doesn't turn into theater seating or is not theater seating, but they give you those like lazy boy recliners in this, and it flows nicely. Like this living room area feels like a living room, like you're kicking back in a cozy house. And then the kitchen, it just flows really nice with that L-shaped countertop. I'll stop talking about it. We're just gonna get into it. So like always, we're gonna do the specs first. It takes me 1 minute to do those specs, and then we'll dive inside. Let's go, guys. So the basic specs on this 2025 Catalina 283 RKS. Your unloaded vehicle weight is 6,635 pounds. Your cargo carrying capacity is 1,665 pounds, which brings your potential fully loaded weight to 8,300 pounds. Your hitch weight is 840 pounds. Your exterior length total is 33 feet 8 inches. Your exterior height is 11 feet 1 inch. Your exterior width is 8 feet. Your tanks, your freshwater tank is 44 gallons, your gray water tank is 70 gallons, and your black tank is 30 gallons. Your awning size is 15 feet. Let's jump inside. All right, everybody, now that we got the specs done, let's jump inside. Stick with me till we get outside because this thing has some amazing upgraded features. You even got some goodies over there that I want to show you. So like I said, couples coach under that 35-foot mark, which is huge. You know, a lot of the national parks, they start getting a little picky once you get to that 35 mark. So this is a really nice option if you're wanting to hit those parks right at 33 feet. Yesterday I did one that was at 33 feet. I think 35, between 35 and 30 is just perfect. You get everything in it. As you can see, it flows nicely. Just imagine everyone in the afternoon coming in, kicking back. So if you are someone that has the guests come in, you know, in the afternoon, you got plenty of room to seat everyone. Nice kitchen with tons of counter space. And like I said, you could accommodate people if you need to sleep them. One thing I love, place for a massive TV. So if you're obnoxious like me and you like to have the biggest TV you can fit or buy, it looks like you could put a massive TV right here. So you got an entertainment area right here with backer board. So I think you can feel it right there. So all you do is get the swivel mount, and then everyone could kind of see the TV nicely in this area. You do have some storage down below. Nothing crazy, but you know, if you want to bring your DVD player, DVDs along, if you don't have like the internet access and stuff like that, a lot of people, you know, people still use DVDs when you're RVing. It's just very convenient. You got some more storage there. You do have JBL speakers, inside and outside speakers. You can pick different zones. But overall, love the entertainment area. It seems like everyone is in a good enough spot to be able to see it. Maybe that person and then the people that are facing that way might be a little wonky. But you do have sleeping arrangements in this, which, like I said, if you have the occasional guest, grandchildren coming along, this will turn into a bed. They do not recline, so you can turn this into a bed. Before we go outside, I'll open it up and lay in it just so you got a sense of the size of it. You got cup holders on both sides. And then to the left of me, you got a 4-seater dinette. This will sleep an adult. I'm 5'7". I have put it down. And it looks like you can sit people pretty comfortably for. Let's see, I'll sit on it and show you how much space I got. So, because it is a little smaller. So, you know, I mean, I think you could fit 4 comfortably right here. You know, you get a board game, get Monopoly going, start ruining some relationships. I'm super competitive. So, once Monopoly starts going, I get hyper competitive. So yeah, pretty decent size dinette area with the couch, everyone facing the entertainment area. This is what I love. Check it out. You got 2 individual recliners. How comfy are those? And you could kind of shift them around however you want. So if you wanted to, like if you're just, it's just the 2 of you, you're wanting to get kick back and watch a movie, you can face them this way. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Yeah, look, I can almost move them around with one hand. So, if you want to get them both set up right there and kick back and have movie night, these things do recline. Let's see if I can show you. It's a little different. There's not like a tab you pull. You just kind of push back. Oh, yeah. Ooh, these ones lean back. Oh, yeah. So if you get kicked out of bed, you could easily sleep in these. Look how far back they go. So these do recline back. It's not just like a recliner. But movie night, I'm telling you, this is what you want. So you could set them up wherever you want, kicking back. Maybe you got the games going, the UFC fights. So I love these freestanding these like lazy boys, because you can kind of shift them wherever you want. But when you're traveling down the road, this is where they will go. So you have like a little leash right here that will go around them just to hold them into place. They're pretty hefty though. I really feel like you'd have to be going down a pretty crazy road to have those flying everywhere. If you do notice, look at the massive windows on this. So you have windows on both sides that are huge. That's probably one of my favorite things about this floor plan. Here, let's open one up just so you can see. Look at this, boom. The reason I keep them closed, I had someone say, you need to show all the windows, is because my exposure gets messed up and then it makes it look ugly. And I don't want that for you guys. Look at that. So huge windows throughout this trailer. So when you're kicking back, and they all open too. That's your emergency exit. So if you, for some weird reason, you can't get to the door, you could jump out that window. But they all open. You can let in a nice cross breeze. And you do have windows on the slides too. So that definitely helps if you're not wanting to use the AC. Crack those things open. Get some fresh air in here. Love how big the windows are. You got the accordion shades. They're not blackout, but they do seem to work fairly well to keep the sun out. You even got your nice fabric valances. It just looks really good. For this price point, you can't beat a Catalina. Like even when you're in it, it doesn't feel like a cheap trailer. You guys have probably looked around and you go into one and you're like, man, this feels like super cheap. Does not have that feeling. It feels good. Feels like it's meant to last, and I love it. So, moving to the back, look at this kitchen. How nice is this kitchen space? A lot of counter space, pretty much all the appliances that you can get in a trailer. And check this out. Boom! Look at that pantry. Floor to ceiling storage. Be cool if they put a light in here. Floor to ceiling storage for all of your snacks. Like I said, you could really take this on an extended trip and have plenty of storage for all your food. So pantries are huge. A lot of people kind of miss that when they're out looking at trailers. You get a pantry, you'll be really happy because you will not run out of storage. You got a 10 cubic foot, 12 volt fridge. I don't know what I'm missing. The other day, I had a guy comment, he said, who the heck wants a 12 volt fridge? I do. I want a 12 volt fridge. You know why? Because they cool so much faster. And I have this plugged into my cheap little battery pack, and it's already cold. Like it's getting cold in here. So they cool way faster versus the gas electric where you have to have them, turned on. Let's see, turned on the night before. Now you can hear it kick on. Maybe it was just cold from when they delivered it and the truck, going down the road, and it just held in the cold because it hasn't been open. But I'm telling you, these things cool really quick, because if you notice, that light just turned on when I did this switch. So this switch will turn it on and off, which is very nice. When you're not using it, you could turn it off and you're not wasting any power. It's got that stainless steel look to it, which I do want to point out. All stainless steel appliances. Look at that. So not only are they all stainless steel, check this out. You got your GE refrigerator, you got your GE microwave, and you got your GE oven and stovetop, as well as your GE AC. We'll get into all of that because they've upgraded these things and they're amazing for the price point. It's all one brand, which makes it very streamlined. If you ever need anything, everything is GE. So a lot of these companies, they'll put random brands throughout. So I love that Catalina does that for you. So let's see, is this? Looks like this is just a standard microwave. It's not like an air fryer or anything like that, which is fine because you got an oven, baby. And you can adjust this, so you can bring it down to like right here. So you're not gonna fit like a turkey in there, but you could fit one of my favorite foods, which is pizza. So you can fit a pizza in there, no problem. You got your fancy lights. This does have the igniter, so you don't have to light it with a match or anything like that. And what I love about Catalina as well is they give you your stovetop flush. Huge thing that people tend to miss is they make stovetops where it's kind of like raised off, you know, the countertop. And I've had people complain where, you know, their pans and bowls are just sliding off. Last thing you want to do is drop a pan on your foot. You do have some drawers down below. Look at that, it's already made for your utensils. Let's see, this one is pretty much, it's a little smaller. And then you have a big one down here below. Good size. At least they're giving you drawers. You would be surprised how many times they don't give you drawers in this. You have a little storage over here. That's great storage right there. Easy access to your plumbing. So you can put pots and pans, maybe some stuff for the dishes in there. One thing I would have loved is maybe they could have put some more drawers right here or an extension to the countertop. I love when they do that. You can always add that. Counter space is really good in this. Look at how big this is. So you got plenty of room for like a dish rack, a drying rack right here. You got a huge farm style sink. Farm style. I know it's not a real farm style. That's just what the industry calls it. You have this nice little rack right here. If you want to dry some stuff off, rinse it off. But huge sink. Oh, screw. We have not cleaned this yet, so do not judge it. I like to do these as fast as I can for you guys. But good farm style sink, that we can get some dishes done. You can actually fit a plate. A lot of times they're like half the size. They're starting to do these really cool cup cleaners in all of them. So you just stick it on there. Let's see, does this come down? Ooh. Pull that down, rinse off some stuff. And then look at all of this counter space over here. Tons of counter space as well. Look. So if you wanted to put like a coffee pot or something, you have a plug right there. You could put your Keurig, coffee pot, things like that. They gave you a nice plug in this area so you could bring some appliances along. You do have your paper towel holder and plenty of lights throughout. You got some more storage up above. Man, my nose is kind of stuffy, so I'm like out of breath. Whew. I've been messed up the last like 3 days. Whew. So if I'm breathing like I just ran a marathon or a mile, that's why. So decent storage for your plates, bowls, goes all the way up and across. They've really upgraded their cabinetry. It's all screwed and glued. A lot of times you'll find companies at this price point, they use staples, and you don't want that. So more storage up above. You do have your light fan combo right here. So if you're like me and burn stuff, you got an exhaust fan. And then one more cabinet space up above. Pretty nice. So the storage is not bad in this, given that it's like a corner kitchen. I love the counter space. I love all of the stainless steel appliances. I love the oven so that we could cook some pizza. But overall, what do you guys think? The storage in this is what's the best because of that pantry you got over there. Over here, your control panel is kind of in a little bit of a weird area. You kind of got to reach over these. Maybe they'll be against the wall, so it's a little easier. But here is your control panel. So you got all your lights, your gas, your water heater, water pump, just flip a switch and it does this thing. You even have the readings up here on your batteries. And check this out. They're starting to do this on all of them. You're kicking back, maybe watching the game. You need a little bit of light, but not too much. You could dim those lights and bring the ambiance down to relax. So these lights do have a dimmer, just not the ones on the slide or underneath your cabinetry. I did forget to show you, there is a little bit of storage down below in this dinette area, and it goes all the way back. You cannot get to it from outside, but pretty good storage for things that you occasionally use. You can lift this up and access it as well right there. This does have 2 ACs. So what I love about Catalina is they're pretty much doing this with all of their ACs. They've kind of improved their ACs. This is a GE air conditioner, and apparently they're a lot more quiet. And then another cool thing is they have the heat pump in it. So what that'll do, I mean, it'll go down to 25 degrees. So it does have a gas furnace, but let's say you just want to cut the chill in the morning. You don't want to waste your propane. Bam, this thing is basically an electric heater. So you could kind of cut the chill in the morning, throw this bad boy on, and then you also got an air conditioner. But remember, it does have a furnace as well. So you have 2 methods to heat this place. One is just better because you can obviously save propane. You can order this with a fireplace. So if you want the fireplace, you can do that. It'll go right there, or you could have extra storage. Right here at the dinette, you can get freestanding chairs. I kind of like freestanding chairs, but some people don't like them. So if you are bigger, you know, and the dinette is kind of, you can't move it around and you want that kind of freedom to move the chair back or forward, you can get this with freestanding chairs, but some people just don't like them because then you don't have an extra place to sleep. So I would say it's just, you really got to think about what's important to you. I think I would do the dinette, honestly, just to have an extra sleeping space. Let's do this bed real quick, just so that way, since we're here, before we go to the bathroom and the bedroom. So let's say, you know, you had too many drinks. One of the friends got a little too crazy at book night or board game night. Let's see, this is a newer couch, so let's see. Oh man, that's easy. And then you could probably just keep these down right there. So it is a smaller bed. I will say this is pretty small. I probably shouldn't have kept the cushions down there because it lifts it, but let me show you. So yeah, this is probably more for like a small child. Like the only way I could fit my whole body is if I lay sideways. But you know, if I had too many drinks, I could definitely sleep on this bad boy. It's not bad, but really simple. I can't believe how easy these couches are to do now. Look at that, bam. Then just throw your cushions back up there. Just nice. It's a nice option to have, you know, if you have the occasional guest, grandchild likes to come. I will say I do get, you know, older folks that they'll think about their grandkids a lot when they're purchasing, which isn't a bad thing, but they end up getting bunk beds and they never use them, and then they end up trading in a year because they just have wasted space. So let's go to the bathroom. Oh yeah, I remember this bathroom. Check it out. This is a great bathroom. You have a lot of space in this. As you can see, you got tons of storage for all your linens. Look at that. Geez, that's almost as big as the pantry. So floor to ceiling goes all the way down. Dang, you could bring your whole bathroom along in this thing. So super good storage in this bathroom area for all your linen. Let's check the toilet, because if you do notice, it is off-centered, and a lot of times they do that just to allow for a little more shoulder room. I encourage you guys to do this as well. If you're out looking, just sit on the toilet, make sure that you got some space. The off-center toilet might have been a good idea. And then I'll turn you around just so you can see. So it's not bad. Let's shut this door. So it's not bad, but I do feel it on this side just a tad. So yeah, it's not terrible, but it is a little limited. But I will say it's a sacrifice, because if you're someone that wants more storage in the bathroom, obviously they could have given you more room without all that storage. So me personally, I probably would prefer this, just to have the extra storage versus just a little more room for the toilet. You have some storage down below, easy access to your plumbing. Sink, pretty good size sink to brush your teeth, wash your hands, do what you need to do. There is no counter space in this though. So if you're someone that likes to bring your hair dryer, straightener along, you're kind of limited on the counter space, but you do have a plug if you need to use that. And then your medicine cabinet, it's pretty standard. This shower enclosure is amazing. Look at this. That thing looks heavy duty. So let's see, is this a tri-slide? Oh, cool. It like locks. Look. That's kind of nice. Ooh, that's nice. So this is a tri-slide door. Tri-slides are nice because, as you can see, it's 3 panels and you have gasket on each of them. So there's absolutely no way for this water to escape. So that is a really nice shower door right there. And I love how it just locks into place right there. Let's see if I can't get it with one hand. There we go. Woo, I'm sweating. I'm telling you that whatever hit me did not make me feel good. I'm like overheating and it is not hot. So let's get in the shower because it's huge. Look at this. You got tons of headspace. I'm 5'7". Look at that. They do give you a skylight, so it does add a little extra height to this shower, but the shower pan is amazing in this. Look it. It's so hard to tell just off of the phone footage, but I'm telling you, like, I can actually open up my shoulders a little. You see? So you got some room in here to reach those places that are hard to reach, and then you do have this shower head that will come off. Pretty standard stuff. And the shower head is actually at a good height. I don't know if you guys have looked around, but sometimes they'll put it like down here where you're like, your shoulders are only getting hit. So it's high enough to where you can actually get your whole body wet. You got some areas for your soap. Overall, this shower is great. If I had to pick 2 things that are my favorite about this, it's definitely going to be the storage and the shower and the enclosure. 3 things. It's really nice, and it looks like you do have enough room to get out and dry off. Let's check out the master bedroom. Such a nice unit. Oh, actually, I do have the size of that shower. So the shower is 36 by 30, so good size shower pan, like I was saying. Going into the bedroom. Oh boy. You got on the specs, it just says queen. It doesn't say if it's 60 by 80, but I'm sure you can put a 60 by 80 because it looks like there's enough room in here to kind of fit it, but it might just overhang just a tad. But this is a north-south queen, so you can actually walk around it, which is nice when you're making the bed. It can be a pain when you got that east-west bed. And what I love about Catalina is they always give you kind of like this end table situation right here. So if you're someone that brings along, you know, your CPAP machine, I'm assuming they would fit right here perfectly. You have plugs, USB-C plugs, all right here as on both sides too. So they give you the equal amount of plugs, and the storage in this unit is great. You got a lot of storage for your clothes. You got, these will be the same on both sides, so I'll just open one of these. Nice deep wardrobe, and then above as well, and it goes all the way across. And then you do have some storage under the bed, I'm assuming. Oh yeah, look at that. That's huge. Massive area to store some extra stuff. You know, your winter clothes that you don't always need. And check it out. That's nice. That would probably just go to my girlfriend. She could have all that. So it's almost like a second wardrobe area. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So if you have a significant other that brings all their clothes along, maybe you're like me, you wear the same thing, just white t-shirts, jeans, and Vans. I don't need a lot of storage. So all of those are pretty much the same. So you got 3 drawers right there. You do have some cubbies behind here, so if you're like me, you need some water in the middle of the night, you got a nice little area for your water. North-south bed is huge for me just because, you know, making it I think will be great for people that don't want to deal with reaching over on that east-west. And boom, you got your second AC in here. I'm not sure, I don't think that has the heat pump in it, just the one in the living area, but you got a AC that will dump just straight into here. And let's say you're in a hot state like Arizona or New Mexico, like where I'm at, and it gets hot and you're in the just the bedroom, you can push all the AC into this room because it's ducted. So they gave you a ducting to that second AC to kind of help out, and I think that's going to be huge for you guys if you live in a hot state like where I'm at. You can operate these separately, individually. So here you got two ways to operate this AC. Looks like the backer board is in a really great spot. So it's straight head on with the bed. So if you want to bring a TV along, it feels like it's right here somewhere. So if you want to add a TV, it's head on with the bed. Me and my girlfriend love getting in bed and watching a series. So versus it being over there in the corner like a lot of the beds, I like that. Two windows. You got the other emergency exit if you can't make it out the front door. And then your standard window on this side. Let's go show you guys some of the amazing features outside. This thing has some nice features outside. What do you guys think of it? I love it. Such a cozy little trailer. Let's see if I can get out of here. Oh, it feels good. I'm serious. I don't know what hit me, man. It was like making me overheat. Couldn't hold water in, but I'm back. I'm back, baby. All right, get this. This is huge. You got auto level on this bad boy. A lot of times you don't even get auto level on tow behinds. So all you do is hit a button on this thing. It'll put the ball in the center of a circle and you know you're leveled. So within 5 minutes, this thing will be leveled and you can get to relaxing with the family and enjoying your trip. 2 propane tanks. They're the 20 pounds, and you do have a battery disconnect on this thing. So when you're ready to store it, you don't need to pull your batteries off or unhook them. You just turn it off. If we come to the front, great pass-through storage. Look at that. So a lot of pass-through storage. This does have solar on the roof. So you got a 100-watt solar panel, 30-amp solar controller. This will keep your batteries recharged. It will not run anything. But if you're not wanting to use your AC and all you got to do is run your lights, it's really nice to have the solar to keep you going. And then, oh boy, you cannot see it. These lights on the sides look so cool. It looks like Tron. So you got these nice LED lights that wrap up and over it. So they added that on all the 25s. It looks so cool. You got the fancy glass door that you cannot see out of, but it's more aesthetic. So you can't see out of it. You got a window. It looks cool. And then 2 JBL speakers outside. The new grab handle comes all the way down to the bottom step, which is super helpful for people. And then these solid steps just fold right into the doorway. You got the upgraded aluminum wheels. Those look fantastic. You got a plug right here if you want to bring your TV out, cable satellite. Like I said, massive windows. Look at that. And to the back, look at this. You got the griddle. So if you want to cook outside, you can, cook the stinky stuff outside and not smell up your house, your home away from home. And then you got your outdoor fridge right here for all them cold snacks that you like to bring along. 6-gallon water heater. And this is super helpful if you want to bring even more stuff along. They give you the tray. This thing will hold 200 pounds. So if you, like I said, if you want to get a generator or anything like that, throw that on there. And then when you're not using it, it just folds right up into there. Your potable water right here when you're dry camping. Looks like this does have a through slide. So I didn't show travel mode on this. It will be hard to get through the kitchen. We'll do travel mode real quick so you could see what you can access. But This is a through slide, and my point is, what's nice about through slides or rack and pinion slides is you are able to put them out partially. There are some slides that you cannot put out partially. It's not good for it. It could damage it. But this slide, you can do that. So whether this has a good travel mode setup or not, you can put it out just a little bit and access everything. Let's do travel mode real quick. Dang, we need to clean this thing. So you got outdoor shower, black tank flush, hot and cold water, and then city water. These come from Indiana, and I guess they went through like a crazy storm this past weekend. And so we had to do a lot of cleaning on these with all the snow they hit. Let's check out travel mode real quick. Let's see here. See, that's kind of different. How are you gonna get through? So you'd have to walk to right here. Travel mode. If you don't know what travel mode is, it's basically what can you not access or what can you access when the slide's in. Let's see how good this thing is. It has to be good because the control panel is kind of in a weird spot. But like I said, rack and pinion slide you can put out partially. Looks like you definitely cannot get to the pantry. Let's see about the fridge. That'd be great if you could get to the kitchen. So it looks like you would have to put this slide out partially. So if you're someone that stops off to make sandwiches a lot, you might need to put this slide out partially, as you could see. So in order to get to the kitchen area, my battery is not, there we go. My battery's kind of low. So see, you could put it out just a little bit and that will not damage the rack and pinion slide. So you can easily get to the fridge, but you will need to put it out quite a bit for that pantry. Not a big deal, but what's great is you will always be able to access the bathroom if you need to stop off in an emergency, or the bedroom. Not a deal breaker for me, but I just like to point these things out for you guys so you know. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that tour, and I appreciate you hopefully going easy on me. I don't know what it is. I'm like out of breath on this tour. It never happens, but I'm feeling a lot better, just a little short of breath, and I'm like overheating. I'm not sure why, but we're back. Got to keep you guys fed with some good trailers and content. I love doing it. If you're new to the channel, I'm located at Albuquerque RV in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Our phone number is down in the description, so if you call in, just please ask for Tyler. We're on a rotating list, so if you don't ask for me, you could end up with someone else, which isn't a bad thing. Everyone is super happy and ready to help you just as much as I am. So call in, ask for me, and I could discuss more options. We have tons of floor plans coming that I'm excited to show you. If you're new to the channel, I do a new tour every single day, whether it's a 60-second short or a long form tour. So hit that subscribe button. Helps me more than you know. I appreciate it so much. You guys have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.